I hope for everyone who celebrates it, Easter was a lot of fun, and hope for everybody else, April Fools didn't hurt you too much. Because among all the really cool pranks that people announce that are really funny, there's always those terrible ones that make you wish they were real. Every year some big business will make a fake thing and it'll be like, look what we're making, and then it turns out to actually be fake and everyone's all sad and disappointed. I don't know what those pranks are going to be because I'm talking to you from the distant, spooky past. But yes, I just remembered this is a news show. Alright, so for our first story, I just wanted you to know that there's a certain special holiday coming up that you might not have known about. On April 17th, it's Blah 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 Day. This is a real copyrighted holiday that is meant for you to get all the stuff done that people nag you about. Take out the trash, feed the cat, don't be a bad person, I don't know, whatever they talk to you about. So on April 17th, make sure to get all those things done. Until then, keep procrastinating.
Do the plan, and that way it might be really good.
Alright, so getting to the bigger stories. With Avengers Infinity War right around the corner, it's not too surprising that something had to go wrong. In this case, it was the entire third act of the script getting leaked when screenwriter Stephen McFeely's son got onto his computer and found the file. So even though we didn't get the entire story,
Which is the best part.
we do get to see how it ends. So for those of you who want to keep spoiler-free, this is your chance. Other than that, we're going in completely spoils for the rest who don't want to waste $9 on a movie they haven't caught up with. The climax is split into two segments with Captain America and Black Panther on Earth, the Guardians and Thor, and Iron Man in space. Okay, so obviously Iron Man dies. I think we all saw that coming. And the Vision dies too. I mean, you saw that in the trailers, basically. Peter Parker loses an arm, but he gets a real cool one from the Stark Foundation. Don't know what that is, but I assume we'll find out. But the real curveball is that Thanos actually gets killed by Loki in the very last minute, and the end credit sequence is Professor X talking to the Black Panther. Now I'm not actually too surprised by this, considering Infinity Wars Part 2 was cancelled in favor of another film. And considering how much Marvel flies by the seat of its pants, I wouldn't be surprised if it's already coming up with a slightly different version to release to the public. Okay, so for our last story, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos had a great new idea for cost-effective labor over at Amazon, but decided against it when he thought something didn't quite sound right with the idea. Bezos was quoted saying, "On the surface, it seemed plausible, owning our employees' bodies, implementing a mandatory 18-hour workday, restricting their movements, and not compensating them with anything besides minimal food and shelter. But then that all started to sound really familiar in a bad way. It was then that Bezos' PR agent came up and told him that what he was thinking of was slavery. It was just slavery. Which is not too good for him considering slavery has been illegal since 1865. But it's good news for the rest of us, which is why I'm featuring it on this segment. It's too bad, he says. The increased efficiency and cost savings would have been tremendous. And now I have to explain to our shareholders why I spent $1.8 million outfitting all of our managers with bullwhip shackles and branding irons." What a jerk. So that'll wrap it up for this week's episode of SwendooG. I hope you all liked it, and I hope you're now just a little more informed. I'll catch you all next week, hopefully. And until then, see you next time. By the way, just to throw off the people who might think this is an April Fool's joke, if they Google it, Blah 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 Day is a real thing. It is. The real April Fool's joke is that I wasn't lying. In this case, the entire third act of the script was leaked by Stephen McFeely's... That's not his name. Oh, it is his name.
Burn.
No, I just glanced down real quick and looked back up. So I was like, McFeely, that can't be it. It must be like McFreely or something. I'm like, oh no, it is McFeely. McFeely. Yeah, I know. Now considering... Now I'm not actually too surprised by this considering... God. It was then that Bezos' PR man... It was then that Bezos' PR? It was then that Bezos' It's not his manager, it's his PR guy. Can't even get my own fake story right.